For serial killers on why they committed the crime. 1. Jeffrey Dahmer. The killing was just a means to an end, Jeffrey Dahmer told a reporter for MSNBC. In his case, killing really was just a small part of his crimes. Over the course of 13 years, he raped, murdered, dismembered and cannibalized men, choosing, in his words, the best-looking guys that he could find. I just wanted to have the person under my complete control, Dahmer said. Not having to consider their wishes. Being able to keep them there as long as I wanted. As a child, Dahmer struggled with a sense of powerlessness. In part, that helpless feeling came from his struggles with his homosexuality. Around age 14 or 15, I started having obsessive thoughts of violence intermingled with sex. And it just got worse and worse, he explained. Once he killed his first victim, Dahmer said, it just seemed like it had control of my life from there on in. After the second time, it seemed like the compulsion to do it was too strong, and I didn't even try to stop it after that. Cannibalizing his victims, he said, made me feel like they were a permanent part of me. It gave me a sexual satisfaction to do that. I ended up doing what I did as my way of feeling in complete control. Creating my own little world where I had the final say. 2. Yang Xinhai. No killer in the history of China has ended as many lives as Yang Xinhai. Over a period of just 4 years, he slaughtered 67 people. He would enter homes, usually those of farmers, and would rape and kill entire families. The news blamed it on a breakup. His girlfriend broke up with him. And as a result, Yang Jia developed a vengeful attitude toward society, one claimed. Others chalked him up as an enemy to society. He committed crimes to merely hurt society, one officer told the news. Another paper reported that he harbored feelings of revenge against society. Yang Xinhai himself, though, was more stoic in his statement. I have no desire to be part of society. Society is not my concern, he said before his execution. When I killed people I had a desire. This inspired me to kill more. I don't care whether they live or not. It is none of my concern. Yang Xinhai treats his massacre as something unremarkable. Killing people is very usual, he said. Nothing special. 3. Charles Cullen. He was called the Angel of Death. Over a period of 16 years, Charles Cullen used the trust his job as a nurse had earned him to silently kill. He killed somewhere between 30 and 40 people. Slipping them over to the other side with lethal doses of medication. I thought that people weren't suffering anymore, Cullen told a reporter. In a sense, I thought I was helping. It's a strange explanation. Despite the implication, Cullen was no Dr. Kevorkian. His victims were not terminal patients suffering through unnecessary pain. They were generally healthy people, with decades of full and happy lives ahead of them. Confronted with that contradiction, Cullen just said, my goal here isn't to justify what I did. He struggled for words. Before getting out, the only thing I can say is that I felt overwhelmed at the time. It felt like I needed to do something, and I did. If he hadn't been caught, Cullen told the reporter, I don't know really if I would have stopped. 4. Paul Bernardo. It's all power and control, Paul Bernardo told police while trying to appeal his sentence. This was 11 years after he and his wife, Karla Homolka, were arrested. They had been labeled the Ken and Barbie killers by the media for their wholesome good looks and their twisted murders. As a Christmas gift to her new husband, Karla let Paul rape and murder her own sister. From there, the two went on to do the same to girls across the country. Despite the Ken label in the media, Bernardo credits his cruelty to a childhood of insecurity. I was the type of guy who would freeze at baseball plays, he told the Court of Appeals. I don't want to swing because I know I'm gonna miss. I remember the first time I went waiting at Mother's Pizza, I was so scared to walk up to the table. His rapes, he claims, were a way for him to overcome his anxiety about sexual performance. That's what I had back then, so I used sex as a vice. Now, behind bars, Bernardo doesn't seem to feel that power anymore. He told the police, "I'm the worst piece of crap on the planet." Thanks for watching. Please subscribe on my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook on Monpy Stories for more.